Well, a very good morning indeed, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of my vendors inside and, of course, the Buxton Real Estate Group, we'd like to welcome you here to our auction on a very sunny morning here in Mentone. For those of you I haven't met throughout the course of the campaign, Aidan is my name and I'm ably assisted by a number of my colleagues in the crowd. They're delighted today to be here to help you bid and buy. The property on offer today was described very formally in the attached copy of title, volume number 10117, on folio number 899, better known of course as number 68, here in the Lakeside Estate, Applewood Drive. On offer today, the property is on offer with all fixtures and fittings of a permanent nature, including, as you would expect, all fixed floor coverings, window furnishings and light fittings, and no major exclusions need apply to today's auction. The contract of sale, well, a number of you have reviewed it over the past 4 weeks. I don't plan on labouring through it in its entirety, but I do plan to bring to your attention a few key and pertinent points that should give you great motivation to bid and buy here today. The certificate of title confirms a couple of things for us. First and foremost, this is an oversized block, some 812 square metres. This is family living at its absolute best within the general residential 2 zone here in Bayside. The outgoings, they don't exceed $3,500 per week, and Vic Roads, well, they've declared no interest on site. We'll be selling today for a price which will be determined very, very shortly. And I'll remind those of you who do plan on bidding, the successful purchaser will be required to pay a 10% deposit upon the fall of the hammer. And the vendors, well, they'll be offering vacant possession of this home on the 20th of October. In layman's terms, what that basically means is that smack bang in the middle of spring, on a sunny Friday afternoon, this great big family home's going to be empty. And for one of you, a shrewd buyer, I might suggest, the first thing that you'll unpack out of the moving truck will be an outdoor setting, a bar fridge and a slab of your favourite beer to enjoy a cold one out the back on the deck before doing anything else. Before we get underway with my favourite part of the auction, where I get to tell you all about the great perks of living here in Mentone, I'll remind you very quickly of the rules, and they are that this auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available before inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers on the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price, as the auctioneer will happily indicate bidders upon request. The law prohibits false bids, major disruptions, and bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and does provide fines for this conduct. The rules do permit vendor bids. The words I'll use during the auction to indicate I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are simply vendor bid, and by law, only I as your auctioneer can make a bid on behalf of the vendor. Before we move any further, ladies and gents, I'd love to make sure you're all comfortable, that is to ask, were there any questions, any queries at all from the crowd?
Mr. Auctioneer, I've been told that there's an easement running across the back fence of the block. How wide is it?
There is, sir. There's an easement that runs 3 metres approximately from the back fence. What I'd suggest is that if you did want to make any alterations on site or build anything on site, sir, across that easement, you will need to touch base with the council before doing anything So we wish you the best of luck in your bidding today, and we hope you can bid with confidence. I'll even come to you shortly for an opening bid, sir. Any further questions anywhere at all?
Yes, I have.
Yes, sir, in front.
I see that the veranda is an addition to the original home.
Yes.
Are there approved permits for this?
There is indeed. You'll notice in the vendor statement, sir, there is a building permit for that veranda. You can bid with confidence again here today. I've already promised my first bid elsewhere, but I'll come to you for a second, sir. No further bidders, ladies and gents. Very well then, let's move on. Well, there's 2 parts of the auction that I absolutely love. Number 1, as I said, where I get to tell you all about living here, and number 2, where I get to call for your competitive bidding. First and foremost, ladies and gents, well, this is what Bayside living's all about if you don't live here already. It's all about Sunday mornings. What happens on a Sunday morning in Mentone? If you live here in Applewood Drive, well, you put your keys away. You don't need your car. Stroll down the road with the kids, whether they play for the Mentone Tigers or the Beaumaris Sharks. It's a quick walk past your favourite cafe, grab a coffee, watch the kids play, take the long walk home, why not? The beach, only 500 metres from your doorstep. The Strip, if you've been down there, ladies and gents, it's a buzzing nightlife, it's a vibrant nightlife. But forgetting that, once you actually get home, once you get to walk up Applewood Drive, and once you get to your home, every single day for the rest of your life, you get to stroll up the driveway, watch your kids disperse through the house, some 4, if not 5, if you like, bedrooms on offer. The kids will spread out into the multiple living zones, and you can head straight back to that back deck for that cold beer that I'd mentioned earlier. It's a great opportunity here today. You'll notice developers, they're buying blocks in this area and they're building double story, they're building townhouses, it's happening all through Bayside, but this is single level living, very rare to find, very rare on offer here today. There can only be one lucky buyer. You've seen our agent's estimate, we've been very clear, we see the value somewhere in the vicinity of 1.1 million to 1.210, and I would have thought a fair and reasonable start at 1.1. Over to you now, buyers.
Give
Who
you $1
wants
million.
to start me off?
$1 million.
$1 million, sir. Come with me for 1.1, would you, sir? At $1 million, I'll take your bid now. Does anybody want to come in at 1.1? At $1 million over there now, who wants to round me up to 1.1 at $1 million? It's with you. First, second.
25,000.
25, sir. Looking for 1.1. You don't want to come with me to there? I'll take you 25, sir, at $1 million and 25. Why don't we go to 50, sir, straight back? At $1 million and 25 over there,
Me
sir.
too.
50. 50 now. 75, sir, straight back. 50 and 75 I have. 75 now I have, sir. It's over there and against you at 75. Can I say 1.1? At $1 million and 75. Can't be out yet, sir. Surely at $1 million and 75. We'll call it 3 times. First, second, third call at 75 or anywhere else. 1,075,000. Well, ladies and gents, in the interest of moving proceedings along, I'm going to place a vendor's bid here today. It's a vendor bid now at $1,120,000. At $1,120,000, I'll invite you back in for another 10. At $1,120 now, looking for 10. What about my 2 active bidders at $1,120,000 now? What would you like to do?
I'll give you 10.
Take your 10, sir, now, and at 30. At 30 now I have. At
5.
30 now,
5.
$5,000. You don't want to come with me for 10, sir? No use arguing with you, is there, sir? 35, I learnt that pretty quickly. 35 over there in 5s. What about 10 over here? 35 over there. 45?
Give you 10.
45 it is, sir. 50? 45 now, you're definitely out of your shore. First call now, 45, bids over there. Second call now, bid on my right at 45. Third call now, 1,145,000.
20.
20, sir, at 65. 1,165,000 now at the rear, sir. Fresh competition. Good luck today at 1,165,000. Another 10 at 75, sir. 1,165 in the back now. 1,165. First call at 1,165. Second call now, locked in the back, 1,165. Third call, sir. 1,165,000. What would you like to do? Another 10? Well, I'll make it very clear at this stage, at 1,165,000, I'm not quite there to put the property on the market. At this stage, sir, you're holding the first and only right to treat exclusively at the vendor's reserve. At 1,165,000, make it very, very clear, the property will simply be passed in on the highest bidder. 1,165,000, sir. First,
Give you 10.
take your 10 at 75 now. 75, sir.
Same.
Yep, I'll take it now at 85. At 85 now, what would you like to do at 85? Would you like to round me up to 1.2 on my right? At 1,185 at the rear. 1,185 now at the rear. First,
2.
second.
2.
Take your 2.
2,000.
1,187. Welcome back to the bidding, sir, at 1,189.
2.
1,189 at 91 I have now. At 1,191, another 2, sir, 1,191. At 1,191, what would you like to do on my right? At 1,191,000. Should need no further encouragement, sir, but I'll give it to you anyway. The property is on the market. We are selling here
1.
today. Take it now, sir. At 2 at 4. At 4 now at the rear. 194 at the rear, another 1 at 5. 194 at the rear now. First, second, third call
1.
now. Take your 1 now at 6.
2.
6 and now at 8. Now at 8, sir, 1,198. Round me up. 1, 2. We're going to get there anyway at 1.198. Haven't forgotten about you on my left. Float back in later, I'm sure, at 1,198,000 at the rear now. We're selling. What would you like to do right? First call now, 1,198,000 at the rear in lead. Second call now, you're in the box seat, sir, at 1,198,000.
Give you 5.
Take your 5. 1,203. 203 now, round me up to 10 at the rear, sir. At $1,203,000. 1,203,000. First time calling now, 1,203. Second time now, 1,203. Third and final call.
10,000.
Take your 10, 213. At 213, sir, be very wary. Don't wait for that last call, sir. You might just miss out here today at 213. 213, what are your instructions, sir? What would you like to do? 213 now on my left. At 213 now, first timer calling now left. 812 square metres, it's great value.
2,000.
Take your 2 at 15, sir. At 215 now. 20. At 215. What would you like to do, right? Are you still in, sir, at 215,000 now? 1,215,000, grand family home. There's nothing else like it on the market, I'm sure you've seen. 1,215,000, still great bidding and buying now. Take a 1 if it helps at 215. First,
10,000.
Take your 10, sir. Strong, bold bidding, I like it, at 225. 225 now, sir. What would you like to do with the rear? Bids against you now. 225 on my left. 225 now, first time, sir. Strong bid, designed to intimidate. Don't let it. At 225, it's a great spot. Second call now at 225. Third call now, 225, 1.225. What would you have me do now, buyers, sir? At the rear, you're definitely out at 225. You're absolutely sure? Won't come with me for one. At 225 now, left, looking good, sir. What about you on my right? Another 1,000, you're definitely out. You're happy for me to sell your home to this man? You're absolutely sure. At 225, 3 times and it's sold. First, second, definitely out. Third call now, we're selling, we're sold. Congratulations. Very well bid. Congratulations, sir. And on behalf of Buxton Real Estate, commiserations to our underbidders. We look forward to selling you something else very, very soon. And we wish you all a safe and happy weekend. Thank you very much.